Hello, chaps. Okay, what I want to say, uh, not, well, just as much recently as it's ever been, but there's a thing called Godwin's Law. I think it's called Godwin's Law anyway, I need to look into that. Um, Basically, if there's an internet argument, the more responses and arguments that are being posted, the more likely it becomes that someone will be compared to a Nazi, or Hitler, or the Nazi Party, or fascism, or racism. You know, okay, so let's just start off, okay? I've seen arguments where people say something remotely similar to the Nazis, okay? I'm not endorsing Nazism here, I'm just saying, okay, people say, I hate communism. The communist responds, oh, you must be a Nazi because the Nazis hated communism too. Okay, the Nazis were against animal cruelty, so people who are against animal cruelty must be Nazis. There are German immigrant communities in pretty much every country in the world, so people from pretty much every country in the world must be Nazis because you seem to have some sort of obscene view that every single person who's spoken German at some point in their life must be a Nazi because the Germans and the Nazis both spoke German. Okay, let's see. Right. The thing that the Nazis are most famous for doing, the concentration camps, that was invented by the British. Fascism, the ideals on which Nazism was based, was invented by the Italians. Let's see, at the time, Spain had a fascist government, San Marino had a fascist government, Italy, obviously. Let's see, Finland. Okay, they weren't so much on Germany's side in the Second World War. I'm sorry, but they fought against the Soviets, and there was a bit of German intervention. But then the Finns ended up fighting against the Germans too. But anyway, let me see. So you could call anybody from Finland a Nazi. You could call someone from Bulgaria, Romania, Austria, Switzerland. Even though they were completely neutral, they speak their own variant of German, so they must be Nazis. Let's see. France, okay. Vichy France, I think, was in the northwest or the northeast. I'm not sure of France, the north of France, anyway. And that was a puppet government that did exactly what the Nazis told them to. So the French must be Nazis. Let's see. Stalingrad, okay, there was a big battle there. More Russians died than Germans. So I think it's called Volgograd. Just stop it, shut the fuck up, because people who make a point that's slightly like something that the Nazis socks. If you're wearing long socks, according to their argument, you must be a Nazi. Hitler had brown hair. If you've got brown hair, you must be a Nazi. The Nazis liked people with blonde hair. If you've got blonde hair, you must be a Nazi. If you've got blue eyes, you must be a Nazi. If you're white, you must be a Nazi. If you're tall, you must be a Nazi. If you're from Iraq, you must be a Nazi because the Germans intervened in Iraq. Let's see, I don't know. There were people on Germany's team in India, Iraq, Iran, the Japanese were on the Nazis' team. Admittedly, they never actually fought together, but they were on the same side. They were in the Axis powers. You don't call the Japanese Nazis. To be honest, I've seen pretty much everyone called a Nazi. Okay, just because someone stands up for their point of view, it does not mean they are a Nazi. Okay, so just seriously, it's really immature. And back to Godwin's law. He says that once someone has been compared to a Nazi, unless they've explicitly expressed support for the Nazi Party, the Nazi ideals, or Hitler, then the person who's called someone a Nazi has instantly lost the argument. Okay, so if you call someone a Nazi with no relevance, then you've lost the argument. Thank you very much.